Kyle Richards says the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans should prepare for a season full of surprises. While attending the Anastasia Soar and Oprah Winfrey in conversation at Raising Brows event in Los Angeles on October 23, the Bravo star shared that season 15 will bring a mix of new energy and unexpected shifts within the group. The dynamics between everyone have changed so much, Kyle teased. There are things you would never expect, and a lot of relationships are evolving. Richards added, "We also have some new faces joining the cast, and I think the audience is going to be really excited this season." As one of the original cast members, and the only one to appear in every season since the show began, Kyle also reflected on her long tenure and whether she's considering stepping away anytime soon. "Listen, that day will come eventually," she admitted. "It's been 15 years, and that's a long time to be doing anything. I don't know how long it can go on, or how long I'll go on for." She continued, "There have definitely been seasons when I thought about taking a break, maybe season 5, maybe even before that. I can think of several times I almost walked away. 15 years is a big part of my life," she explained. "There are other things I want to do, and the show takes up a lot of time. My youngest daughter Portia is going to college soon, so who knows what the future holds." Kyle has been open in the past about the challenges of balancing reality TV fame with personal privacy. "It's hard to have so much of your life out there," she said earlier this year at An Unforgettable Evening, benefiting the Women's Cancer Research Fund in Beverly Hills. "People see parts of what's happening and form opinions, even though they don't always know the full story." She added, "It really depends on the year and the season. Some years are easier than others. There are times when it's a lot to handle." During the Raising Brows event, Kyle also offered an update on her close friend and former RHOBH castmate Teddi Mellencamp, who has been open with fans about her ongoing health journey. "Teddi is doing a lot better," Kyle said warmly. "She recently shared some good news about her health, and we're all just keeping her in our thoughts and cheering her on." She continued, "Sometimes when she's having a rough day, I'll go over to her house and say, 'Come on, let's go for a walk or grab frozen yogurt.' It's about getting her out, keeping her spirits up, and reminding her that she's not alone." Kyle added, "She's been incredibly strong through everything, and I have so much admiration for her." As for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle says season 15 is unlike any other. Between evolving friendships, new additions, and personal growth, she believes fans will see a deeper, more authentic side of the women and of herself. "I think people will be surprised," she said. "There's a lot of emotion, but there's also a lot of fun. It's a really interesting season." Season 15 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premieres December 4 on Bravo, and if Kyle's hints are any indication, it's going to be one of the most talked about seasons yet. Kyle Richards and the Season of Change, a new chapter in Beverly Hills. The sun had barely dipped below the horizon when the lights of Los Angeles began to sparkle, 1,000 diamonds scattered across the city Kyle Richards has called home for decades. Inside the glow of the Raising Brows charity event, surrounded by elegance, laughter, and soft music, Kyle moved through the crowd with a familiar grace. After 15 years of life in front of the Bravo cameras, she still had that unshakable Beverly Hills poise, the kind that comes only from living through everything fame can throw your way. But tonight felt different. When she stopped for an interview on the red carpet, she didn't hesitate to tease what's next for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. "People should get ready for a big shakeup," she said with a knowing smile. "The dynamics between everyone have changed so much. There are things you just wouldn't expect this season." Her words hinted at a storm, not of drama for the sake of drama, but of transformation. Beverly Hills, after all, is built on reinvention. A 15-year legacy. For 15 years, Kyle Richards has been the diamond at the center of RHOBH, the one constant in a sea of shifting friendships, arrivals, and exits. From emotional reunions to headline-making moments, she's been the lens through which fans have watched Beverly Hills glitter and fracture, love and rebuild. But time changes everything, and as Kyle looked around that evening, at the cameras flashing, the fans calling her name, and the castmates who have come and gone, there was something reflective in her expression. 15 years is a long time, she said softly during her conversation. There have been seasons when I thought about taking a step back, moments when I wondered if it was time to do something new, but then something pulls me back in. Maybe it's the connection with the audience. Maybe it's the friendships. Or maybe it's just that this show has been a part of my life for so long that it's hard to imagine not being a part of it. There's an honesty to Kyle when she says this, the same honesty that made fans fall in love with her in the first place. She's never been just another reality star. She's been a storyteller of her own life, one who lets people see the laughter and the heartbreak, the confidence and the cracks. The evolution of Beverly Hills. As she prepares for RHOBH Season 15, Kyle promises something different. New faces are joining the group, and that means new stories, new energy, new dynamics, and perhaps a few new rivalries. The show has always been about relationships, real ones, Kyle explained. When people join the group, it changes the energy completely. It's not just about who gets along and who doesn't. It's about what each person brings out in the others. Fans who've watched since the beginning know how true that is. From the laughter-filled dinner parties to the emotional confessions, the women of Beverly Hills have shared nearly everything: love, loss, forgiveness, and reinvention. And for Kyle, reinvention is the key word. She's a mom first, a businesswoman, and a friend, but she's also someone who continues to evolve, even with the world watching. My youngest daughter, Portia, is heading to college soon, she reflected. So it's a new phase of life for me, too. Things are changing, and I think that's reflected in the show. Life beyond the lens. For Kyle, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been more than a show. It's been a diary of her adult life. Fans have watched her grow, celebrate milestones, face challenges, and rebuild. They've seen her laugh uncontrollably, cry openly, and defend her family fiercely. But being under constant public scrutiny comes with its own challenges. It's not always easy having so much of your life out there, she admitted in a previous conversation. People see snippets of what's happening and form opinions without always knowing the whole story. Some years are harder than others. Some seasons, I've wondered if I could handle it. Yet, despite the emotional toll, Kyle remains grounded. She finds balance through her family, her friends, and her work outside of the show, including her growing ventures in fashion and design. Recently, she's even hinted at launching a hat line, a passion project inspired by her signature style and love for personal expression. I've been thinking about it for a long time, she said. Hats are my thing. I think it's finally time to make it happen. It's classic Kyle, turning what she loves into something tangible and stylish, a symbol of how she's evolved far beyond just the role of a housewife. The strength of friendship. Among the many friendships Kyle has formed and lost on an RHOBH, one that has remained special to her is with Teddi Mellencamp. Though Teddi is no longer on the show, the two have stayed close, supporting each other through the highs and lows of life. At the Raising Brows event, Kyle offered a heartfelt update on her friend. Teddi's been doing much better, she shared. She recently posted some good news about her health, and we're all so happy for her. Kyle spoke with warmth as she described the little ways she tries to lift Teddi's spirits, from surprise visits to spontaneous frozen yogurt runs. Sometimes she doesn't feel like going out, but I'll say, "Nope, we're doing this today," and just drag her out of the house, Kyle said with a laugh. It's about being there, about reminding your friends they're not alone. That's the Kyle people know, loyal, empathetic, and genuine. In a world where relationships can change overnight, She's the kind of friend who shows up no matter what. The woman behind the diamond. The upcoming season of RHOBH isn't just about shifting friendships or glamorous new cast members. It's about a woman standing at the intersection of past and future, looking at all she's built and asking what comes next. 15 years on reality TV is more than a career milestone. It's a testament to endurance. Kyle has been through public scrutiny, family tension, and personal evolution, and through it all, she's remained authentically herself. "I think people will see a lot of growth this season," she said. "It's emotional, but it's also really empowering. There are moments that made me laugh, and others that reminded me how strong women can be when they support each other."